Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Ryan Goodcase.
Oh my God, thank you guys so much. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you. I want to start by congratulating myself. I just entered a relationship for the first time in 8 years. Thank you. Not a moment too soon, because I was seriously starting to consider bettering myself in some way, but it turns out I don't have to, and that I'm perfect just the way I am. The hardest time for me being single was COVID. I know a lot of people dated and hooked up during the pandemic, but the problem is the women who are attracted to me aren't into taking risks. A lot of asthmatics in that group, women with weak immune systems, iron lungs. So I started online dating. I was using Bumble. If you don't know, Bumble is a feminist dating app that empowers women by allowing them to message first. And if you get the premium version, they can't talk at all. That's how that works. But I was only using Bumble because I got banned from the other apps for a joke I put in my bio. And I want to run that joke by you guys to see if it's funny or if I should have got banned, okay? So some people put 2 truths and a lie in their bio, 3 statements, 2 are true, 1's a lie, and you have to guess what the lie is. Here's what I put as a joke. Statement number 1, I murdered my ex-girlfriend. Statement number 2, her body is buried in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Statement number 3, I feel remorse. That's a good joke, right? If they had a sense of humor, they'd be like, 3, you don't feel remorse. And I'd be like, that's right, guess what you won? A hike with me to the Santa Cruz Mountains. That's so exciting. I'm the only comedian who's going to end up on Netflix one way or the other. I think we're all happy it's a part of this festival. Netflix, I swear, it's just a joke fest. All right. I was not good at the dating apps. My pictures were bad. They were too modest. They were all from the shoulders up. So this girl messaged me and she wanted to know what sort of physique I had. She's like, I'm really into dad bods. Do you have a dad bod? I was like, well, that depends. Did your dad have you when he was 14? Does your dad have scoliosis? I do have scoliosis. That means my spine is shaped like this. The only thing that's good for, I'm a very good spooner. Ladies, you ever been spooned by a guy while he's making eye contact with you? It's incredibly intimate. All right, let's mix things up here. I'm gonna ask, sir, if I give you 3 choices, will you pick the topic of my next joke? Do you want the next joke to be about dogs, about Walmart, or about sex? Sex? Okay, sure. So one time I was having sex with a dog in a Walmart, and I call that joke the illusion of free will. I heard recently that you should check in on your friends who seem the happiest, because oftentimes they're the ones who are the most sad. And when I found out that my friend who seems the happiest might be the most sad, it made me really happy. I've always kind of hated him a little bit. He's one of those guys who whenever he sees you, he always shoots you finger guns. He's one of those guys. So I started doing it back to him, but really taking aim. So he'd be like, hey, see you next week, Ryan. And I would just go. Not if I see you first. All right. Comedy's all about timing. We know this. It's very important. I'm going to demonstrate how good my timing is with this next joke. It's going to be exactly 60 seconds long. I need somebody's help. Sir, in the hoodie, the Nike hoodie, do you mind helping me with this? No, put your phone away. We're gonna do this analog. What I want you to do,
Okay.
count backwards in your head from 60 to 0. First of all, are you comfortable talking to me?
Yeah.
You look petrified. You look like how I imagine I look right now. What I want you to do is to count backwards in your head from 60 to 0, and when I point at you, yell out what number you're on. Does that make sense? Or say it into the microphone. That's probably,
Yes, yeah.
Okay, perfect. What's your name?
Ron.
Cut that part out. I don't want anyone's name. All right. Go ahead and start. So I was talking to my dad recently, and my dad's a pretty old guy. He was born in like
56.
So I don't know how old that makes him, but it's sure older than...
51?
You think that was it? Did you panic and just say a random number that you thought?
I didn't know it was...
Ron, I asked you if you were comfortable talking to me. Do you want to try... Are you wearing a watch?
This is just a wristband.
It's just a wristband? Do you want to try this again?
Sure.
And I can't stress this enough. My whole career is riding on this joke. All right? Okay, let's do it. 60 to 0, go ahead and start. So I was talking to my dad recently, and my dad's a pretty old guy. He was born in like
53.
So I don't know how old that makes him, but it's sure older than...
48.
Right, guys? So anyways, he's like a rough and tumble guy, and I was trying to brag to him one day. I don't know how it comes up, but he goes, Ryan, how many women did you sleep with in college? And I was like, I don't know, probably like...
40.
Which is a total lie. It's a total lie. Like, if I was being honest with him and I counted all the women I've ever slept with throughout my entire life, the number would probably be closer to...
27.
I did not point yet.
Two.
Hey, right in the butt, look at that. Yes. Oh. Whew. That's a dicey joke. That's a dicey joke. If you get a quick counter, sometimes they go negative. I'll say -4, which is hurtful, because it means they looked at me and were like, that guy's unfucked 4 women. I've been Ryan Goodcase. Enjoy the rest of your lives. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you, Ron.